This is my 29th mega box of 2025 Topps Holiday Baseball cards. Um, I do plan to get more, but it would really be helpful if I've got one other box after this. If I get a hit, and I kind of feel like I'm due on a hit. Um, yeah, so that'd be nice because I'm pretty close uh, to even right now if the Yamamoto to 8 comes back at a 10. Um, if not, then I'm behind. It all hinges on that Yamamoto. Um, but I'm actually pretty close to what I got, even if the Yamamoto doesn't come back at 10. Um, what I've spent, I should say. Should be able to get pretty close. But with these last few, I'm kind of starting to fall behind a little, so I kind of need a hit. Um, it's not make or break. I mean, I still like these cards. I want to keep opening, and I kind of feel like I am due, not just in a hit, but a low numbered chrome too. So let's see what we got. I started sorting out another set a little bit. Um, just did the last box, and I'll probably sort this one in. I figure since I got the two, um, might as well wait till I open those and get those going. I did find some more top loads for the chrome cards, so. And plus I had some short prints sleeved, which now I don't even know why I bother. They're practically just a average parallel. Um, and they were in thicker top loads, so I took those out of that. So I've got some extras now, and I do have some coming. I thought I ordered some, but I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. But I ordered some more just to be sure. um, Kumar Rocker on the ornament. Oh, and I did look at the not just the odds, but the checklist. And I don't know if I just missed it. They didn't say anything on the checklist about the silver. Um, I don't know what they consider what short print. I'll have to look because I know they're 1 and 2 packs. In the mega boxes, the odds are based on packs, and you get 10 packs per box. So if you divide by 10, that gives you your per box um, odds. So, but I could not find anything on the silver, and I don't know if I just missed it. I'll have to look again at the odds because since they are 1 and 2 packs, I should be able to find them just based on that. Because I don't know what they call them. I call them silver, gray. Topps might call them something else. I don't know. Um, so we'll see. But for the most part, what I found out is that it looks like most of these sets are 50 card sets, and this is the way they did the checklist and everything is so confusing, and I think maybe that's a little deliberate. um, they got them split up into 2 parts, um, and it's not like every card in the first part is from the top 100 and every card in the second part is from uh, the second 100. It's a little mix of both. It's just such a mess, and they just, like I said, they just call them part one and part two. Um, so it's hard to know really what they're talking about. Even they don't even mention the color. I think in the odds they mention the color. I know they did on the light blue and I think they call it metallic blue on those. I thought it was a rainbow foil, but they call it a metallic blue. So, um, but I didn't see anything on the silver or gray or whatever you want to call them. I'll have to look again because I know they're 1 and 2 packs. So if I look at anything that's 1 and 2 under the mega box odds, that's it's got to be something there. So I don't know what else would be 1 and 2 packs. Probably the only thing that is 1 and 2 packs. Looks like we got our light blue. But yeah, from what I could tell, it appears that these, I'll have to look closer, but I realized I actually had looked before a couple of times, and because it was so confusing, I just gave up. If anybody knows of a site that clearly um, explains what each one is, let me know because boy, Tops seems to be a mess. It looks like they might have missed some stuff, and that's not the first time that I believe they missed stuff. I think they missed a lot of stuff on the checklist and the odds. Not necessarily the odds, but and another thing, why don't you just tell us how many cards are in the set when you list these things? I don't get that. So you have to figure it out yourself, and it would be easy if they didn't have it split in 2 parts because the 2 parts makes it confusing. I think the same thing with the Chrome too. Uh, it looks like they did do each card, but they split it up. I think the like in this case, the green solid green is like maybe part one or part two, and then the sparkle is part one or two. Which like if this one's part one, they would be the part two. And again, it's not 1 through 100 or 101 to 200. It's they got a mix of all the cards in each part. It's the biggest mess. It just is confusing. I don't know why they do it, but maybe they think they can fool us and give cards more value by doing that way. I don't. I think it hurts. Okay, Griffin Conine, Logan Gilbert, Moises Ballesteros, Drake Baldwin, Brenton Doyle, Kumar Rocker, Reese Hines, Mason Wynn, Hunter Green, and our light blue is Nick York. I really like the chrome cards, and that's the reason I'm buying these. Um, yeah, and they look really good too. Cam Smith, Jackson Jobe, Bo Bichette, Dansby Swans. I've always been more of the chrome as an insert because I actually go back to the early 90s when Comic Images created the Chrome card. Comic Images is a non-sport card company, or was. I don't know if they're still in business. I don't think they are. I think they did stuff up until the early 2000s, maybe. Um, but they made a ton of non-sport, and I don't remember what the first product they did that had the chrome, and it was an insert, a 6 card insert set, and I think you got 2 per box. And it might have been Olivia, one of the Olivia sets or something like that. Um, and then Tops, I don't know if they bought the rights to chrome or just licensed it or what from Common Images, because that's when they did the finest. What was it, 93? So 94, something like that. But yeah, Comic Images, I was a big fan of theirs, and I always was a fan of the chromes as an insert, as opposed to the set itself. They did a lot of chrome sets. I think probably my favorite were the Conan. They did the Conan, I think 2 series, maybe 3 series that they were all chrome. Those are nice. Um, but yeah, so I kind of like the chrome as a hit more than I like it as the base card. Um, so I tend to gravitate to the stuff where the chrome is a hit or a parallel of some sort. That's actually like some of flagship because they had some chrome cards in them too as a hit. Heliot Ramos, Julio Rodriguez. Oh, how about that? How about that? I manifested it, didn't I? How about that? What is that? 9 of 30. And this should be game used. The silver is Alec Burleson. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I actually have some of the thicker kind of sleeves. The 100 point or something like that. So that'll be perfect. How about that? Just I guess whining pays off. That saying that I was due. But I really was. I really felt like I was due. That might be too thin. Do I think thinner? I don't think I do. No, those are thicker. Wow. How about that? Ronald Acuna Jr. As a matter of fact, I did look at the autograph checklist, and really everybody's in here except Otani and Judge. Uh, yeah, they save Otani and Judge for the high end products. Yeah, I might have to get something a little thinner for that. But how about that? How about that? Wow. Wow. Yeah, let me check here. Is it game used? Let me see. Game used. Super nice. Well, that just guaranteed that I will be buying more. Said I was due, and I was. Wow. Wow. That's that's got to be one of the best ones. I don't know because I just was looking at the names in the set, but I didn't remember which were from the relics, and then you get just regular autographs. Wow. I got to tell you, these last, what was it, 10 boxes I got from Fanatics or like MLB or one of their, that they were tied to. I can't remember. It might have been like MLB, Major League Baseball site, which is Fanatics. And this is where I've gotten the Kurtz, the Otani, and I think I'm not sure if maybe not the gingerbread bread man, maybe not. I know the Yamamoto was not from Fanatics, but these Fanatic boxes turned out to be pretty good. I tried to get some more, and they're gone. There's only, I think, a couple of places that have them still, and I'm not even sure they're selling them at retail. Um, and then, of course, there's eBay. And I'm leaning toward getting a case, actually. This might have just, I don't know how much the Cunha would sell for. 3 of 30, or 9 of 30 out of 30. Maybe guessing a couple hundred, I would think. Hard to say because he was hurt and did good coming back. It'd be real interesting to see if he gets anything going this year. His stuff would definitely heat up again. Tristan Casas, Xander Bogaerts, Adley Rushman, Paul Skeens, Brent Rooker, Kevin Alcantara, Young Ho Lee, Nacho Alvarez, Matt Strom, and our blue metallic. There's a good one. Aaron Judge. Let me just look through. I think I do have him before, too. That's one of the reasons I started, I think. Maybe not. It's probably seen him at some other set, is what I'm thinking. No, I guess not. Okay. Yeah, so I'm really not too sure how many still are in the blue, but I think it's 50 also, and I think it's 50 in the light blue. And I think the Snowflake and the short ones are also a 50 card set. So wouldn't mind trying to put those together. Um, Obviously, if it's 50, I'm not close yet because I'm still under 30 mega and 10 tens. And in the tens, you get one short print, but I guess maybe it could be Snowflake too. So I guess you get one in each 10. Uh, but the blues are a lot harder. Plus the odds for the 10 are actually by the 10 because it's one pack in the 10. So yeah, not bad though. How about that? How about that? And there's your reason why weighing those boxes doesn't matter. Because if you're going, you can figure out which is which because the Chrome cards are lighter than the Relic cards. Um, so if you want to go for a specific one, you can do that. But if you're trying to get the value out of the box or your rate, you got to open all of them. You can't skip those relics. I got the gingerbread man relic autograph, and I also got the Cunha. Those two cards are probably what, $400, maybe a little less. I don't know how much I get on the Cunha. I'm thinking maybe 250 on it. So I mean, yeah, this is. And then yeah, I'm back up now with this Acuna. I'm definitely back up, and that doesn't even. I'm just talking about the hits that I've made my money back. That doesn't include selling all these parallels and the other chromes, which that's a big chunk right there. I got a Skeens rainbow foil numbered or metallic, I guess they probably call them. Ben Rice. Yeah, but yeah, that's another thing about the set as far as the autographs. They got all the good ones, other than Judge and Otani. You can hit everybody in there. They got Ben Rice autographs in this. As a matter of fact, the autograph checklist is huge. They've got just about, I would say, maybe 1/3 of the players in the set. Probably, maybe more. Looks like they got most of the rookies, or at least some of them. Taylor Ward, Zebby Matthews. It's a really good autograph set. You can get all the rookie autographs. You can get all the stars. They got Trout, um, Bobby Witt. You name them, you can get them. Corey Seager, Jacob Wilson, Juan Soto, Nolan Shonwell, Byron Buxton, and our silver is Darren Baker. I'm going to have to sort the silver out just to maybe get an idea, see if it's a 200 card set. That would be nice. I think I would go for this set if it is a 200 card set. And I got a feeling it is because they got, I mean, I know they got, like doing the rookies, but I don't necessarily know Darren Baker's that high of a prospect. So Zach DeCenzo, Geraldo Perdomo. I can't believe I hit that card. I cannot believe it because I just felt like we were due. Salvador Perez, Yusei Kikuchi. So you can still make some money back. Make some money on some products. The lower the better. And I don't think you can get any lower costs really than these. Maybe no, not really. I don't think. Let's see. How's that figure? 10 packs. Yeah. First of all, a mega box for 30. You can't beat that. And then the tins are essentially a hanger box, maybe a little bigger. Um, yeah, I think they are. They do have because I think the tins are what 50? Are they 50? Can't remember. Or is it 30? I don't know. 30. I'm talking about cards. 30 cards or 50 cards. Um, yeah, it's 10 cards per pack in the mega boxes, and because you get at least one hit per pack, you get like 88, 87 base cards per mega box. Marcelo Mayer, Matt Olson, Zach Wheeler, Chris Sale, JT Realmuto, and our snowflake is Shohei Ohtani. Not bad. Yeah, they got a little more of the blue. So I guess it is kind of like I guess the only way you can tell for sure is the, the icicles. But yeah, these are both 50 card set, and they have it broken up into two parts. And they even say, oh, you know what? Okay. It says one's a short print and one's a super short print. Like the second part is a super short print. So that's why I was thinking it was only 25 because I was hitting a lot of the same players, but it was from the first part. Yeah, I'll have to look it up to see which are the second part. Those actually might be worth more. I'm guessing they are. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if they're super short prints. This thing was so confusing. I don't know if any of you looked at the checklist on this, and but again, if you know a site, I'll have to search again just to see if there is a site that kind of explains everything. But the way Tops is doing it, it's a mess, man. It's hard to tell. You're better off looking at the odds than trying to figure it out because the checklist is the mess. And like I said, I don't think they have everything listed on the checklist. I'm not sure. I got to figure out where the silver, the gray, or whatever they call them. Christian Campbell, Gustin Ramirez, Cal Raleigh. Well, I will be ordering some more right after this. I get done making this video. I'm sorry. Ian Happ. What do we got? Cal Raleigh, Lay Damas, Pico Armstrong, Matt Chapman, Luis Robert Jr., Luis Castillo, and our silver, gray, or who knows, Andrew Benintendi. I cannot believe I hit that Acuna. I cannot believe it. Yeah, that is one of the better ones, I would imagine. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, you can get Kurtz, like I said, Trout, um, Bobby Witt. I don't know. They're probably all in the same range, actually. Um, so that definitely is one of the better ones. I gotta, wow, as far as the relics, I mean, wow, I can't get over that. I cannot get over that. Wow. Jordan Westberg, Nick York, Spencer Schwellenbach, Trey Turner, Shea Langoliers, Angel Martinez, Josh Young, Jose Altuve, Darren Baker. Um, that's our short print. He's got the Christmas lights, a lei in like in his glove or something. I cannot believe that. I yeah, I probably should get a case. Although I like kind of buying by the box because I mean I suppose getting the case I'm guaranteed to get probably I would say a couple of big hits, but I might beat the odds, by buying it by the box and getting just happen to get the right box. I kind of felt like that's what happened with buying them from Fanatics. I just happened to get the right boxes, obviously. This looks like another silver. Aaron Judge, Kettle Marty, Royce Lewis, Ceddanne Rafaela, Luis Arias. There's Shohei. Always need that number one. Michael Harris, Christian Yelich, Matt Shaw, and our silver is Shohei again. Not bad. Little off up top, top to bottom. Still though, yeah. Oh man, looking at that checklist and the odds, man, it practically gave me a headache. If anybody can make sense of that, good luck. And like I said, I couldn't find the silver. I'll have to look again. It's 1 and 2 packs, so I just looked for something that's 1 and 2 packs. And what else is there? I don't think there's anything else that is 1 and 2 packs. So it'd be the only thing. Jace Young, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bobby Witt Jr. Yeah, I mean, they got Vlad, Spencer Strider, as an autograph you can get out of there. Spencer Strider, Sandy Alcantara, Chase Dollander. They got Nick, I think I said that. Ellie, they got Ellie. You can get Ellie autographs out of there, out of this. Ryan Helsley. And our snowflake is James Wood. It's not bad. Yeah, so, yeah, that's what it's starting to look like. That there's like 13 cards that are short prints, or 25 cards, I guess, that are short print, and then 25 that are super short print in each of the sets. So, yeah, I'll have to look these up, I guess. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think the holiday ones are necessarily like that, but the other stuff, like the blue rainbow foil or metallic and the light blue, and maybe the silver even too. Maybe they did it that way with the silver too. Um, yeah, it's a mess. The way they did the odds, they could. Oh, there's no wonder there's sites that break it down for people because Tops does a terrible job of doing it. They need to work on that. That's definitely something they need to work on. Our last silver, I guess. Giancarlo Stanton, Adrian Del Castillo, Pete Alonso, Tyler Soderstrom. Did we get a light blue? Yeah, I guess we did. Maybe it was early. Yeah. Maybe it was in that Acuna pack, I think, wasn't it? Jason Dominguez, Spencer Steer, George Kirby, Rafael Devers, Yu Darvish, and our silver is Randy Arozarena. Wow, what a box. How about that? How about that? Well, I guess I will be opening more. Thank you.